Hi everybody, it's Lene. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel today. So I'm ready to do another Dollar Tree journal makeover, and this is what we're going to be working with. It's the same journal that we did in the last journal makeover, and I'll link that at the end of the video if you haven't had a chance to see that. This time we're going to go for lots of creams, whites, lace, very vintagey feel, and I'm really excited about that. So I've gone through my stash of stuff, and a lot of it I've just had for years and years. Some of it is thrifted, and I'm going to give you ideas about how you can replicate things like that. So the first thing is my book that I got at the library that was damaged. I just tore out some book pages for that. And the very first thing we're going to do is go ahead. This journal is 6 by 8, and as I said, for my local Dollar Tree. And the book page, turns out it's pretty much 8 inches tall as well, so that's very handy. And it doesn't really matter the width of this. I'm going to be using this as part of the binding, so that's fine. And I'm going to just be using some paper glue, my favorite, which is my Cosmic Shimmer Specialist Acrylic Glue, to attach this. And we're going to be doing lots of layers on this. So if you have a favorite glue, if you have a tape runner, whatever you like to use is just fine. And if your paper is a little larger than this, just go ahead and glue it down like this, open up the cover, and then trim it even around the edge from the inside. All right, and then we're going to do this one as well for the back. And then we're just making sure we get around those edges really nicely. Okay. All right. So the first thing is I have lots of little lacy pieces, and I'm going to show them to you. I've got this one right here. Let's get the ruler. So this is 2 inches wide and about 12 inches long. It's just a nice flat lace. And then I've got some nice ivory trim. This is the same one I used in the last video. And some just ribbons. This is a little micro gingham that's about, probably a 1/4 inch wide. It's another little applique kind of piece. And then this one, another little applique like that. I've got a half of a doily. Don't know whatever happened to the other half. This is a little crochet doily, just a little mini one. And that is 2 inches wide. I've got another one of these little ivory tassels that I had thrifted. And then we're going to be using these. These are just little book corners. And I got a whole package of these from Temu. So I'll put the link down there. But when we're all done, we're going to be adding those corners, and it's just going to really elevate the look of this journal. Perhaps the most important part of this is this beautiful lace. You could use any lace remnant for this. This is just one that I had in my stash. It is beautiful. You could even use, if you have old clothing that has, obviously this is a manufactured lace, and machine made rather, and if you find something in a store that's damaged, in a thrift store, don't forget you can just tear some lace off of things and use that. This was obviously from some kind, just like this beautiful edge. I don't know what it was from, but it's gorgeous. Also, don't forget to check with like lace curtains and stuff at the thrift. So this is going to go on the top here. I'm going to trim this right here, but we're going to actually fold in. Here we go. Fold this under on the top and the bottom edge, and we're going to leave this decorative edge, just this raw edge. But until that happens, we're going to take this and we're just going to trim this, and we're going to use the excess of this on the back. And I should measure this so you guys have an idea. So I'm using about a 5-inch wide by 9-inch wide strip. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to glue that on the sides, and then also we're going to glue these edges around. And then on the inside, we'll just cover that with paper so it covers that up. I'm really excited to show you my new glue gun. Finally, I got it out of the package. So this is the glue gun that my sister-in-law and editor, Carrie, got me for Christmas. I love it. So the brand is Sure Bond. She got it on Amazon. It has an on-off switch. That's my very first glue gun. This is the fanciest glue gun I've ever owned. It has an on-off switch, which is I like. Has the little red light here so you know when it's on. It's also cordless. So look at that. So now I can just glue things like crazy and my cord's not going to get in the way. This, of course, is plugged in. And then it's got this little drip pad, which is so nice. So I'm really excited. You know you're a crafty girl when your night is made by your new glue gun. All right, so it's been heating up a little while. Let's see how long it heats up. So we're gonna just go, oh, that's great. Well done, Carrie. Okay, and then we're just going to put that right there. Being careful, this is a hot temperature, so we want to be careful with our fingertips, especially on this part where that lace is not as dense and could really burn our fingertips. Okay, so this is the part where I want to pull it kind of taut. Okay, and I do want to make sure this is tacked down a little better. Those little edges, things on this outside edge, they tend to get handled really well. All right, now we're going to open this up and we're going to attach this as well. Still getting used to that trigger on there. I need to put a little more pressure than I was putting on it. I'm really excited about it. You guys, what was the last craft tool that you bought or received that you were really excited about? Let me know. This might be the one I'm the most excited about in a while. All right, so that's where we are so far. Doesn't that look pretty? I love that you can see the text through that. That's just perfect. All right, so now we're going to take this one, this white lace, we're going to do the same thing. Okay, and I want that black binding to show through. I am going to put this glue gun through its tasks. We're really going to test this out today. Okay, I'm leaving a little extra on the top here. And we're going to trim that. And we're going to wrap that in as well. Right there. Oops, I feel like I'm not, there we go. Wasn't getting my glue gun centered on the thing, so the little pad wasn't getting used. All right, all these glue things. Did you guys know for glue strings, this is a really old glue gun tip, that you can use a hairdryer or a heat gun to get rid of all those little cobwebby things. Okay. All right, liking where we're going here. All right, so now we're going to put this one on here because I do want to do a little tassel-y thing. And I want to make sure that I have enough, something to anchor that to. So layers, layering is the absolute key to this project. Oops. Okay, so we're moving this over. You really want to get that edge right there. I want to get this as straight as possible. I feel like I'm curving a little bit. There we go. All right, and now this little one is going to go right next to it. And I love this one. And make sure when you're working with lace, there is a wrong side and there is a right side. So make sure you got the right direction going. Sometimes they're more detailed on one side than the other. Okay, and I'm cutting these so that we can wrap those around if we need to. Oof, I just have glue everywhere. I'm going to trim these a little bit. You know, I don't think we will wrap them. I think we're just going to trim them even with the edge. And then I'm going to put a little glue on the end, a little white glue on the ends of these to keep them from coming unraveled, because I'm afraid if we fold them into the inside, it's just going to be too bulky on this side. Okay, so what we're going to do with that is just take some of our Cosmic Shimmer glue and do that to keep them from unraveling. You could also use fabric fray stuff too, but I think this is going to be just fine. All right. So that's pretty much our base here that we're going for. So then I sort of just need to figure out what I'm doing with this. Maybe I'll put this on the inside. I really love this beautiful little applique. This flower applique is gorgeous. I'm going to see which is the right side on it. I think this is the right side. So I thought, how pretty to go right there. Beautiful. And then I've got some lovely little flowers. These are from Petaloo. As I said, these are from probably 6 years ago. A little stash of mine. And I really like that color on there. So maybe kind of like that, or even if we took this and we gathered it like that and put it right here, just kind of experimenting here, and put that there because I don't want to use the bright green leaves. I think they're a little too much. We could do that, and then we could do this. And I think I like that. All right, so the key is, now that we've got that all gathered, is just put it down like this, and then we're just going to kind of glue between those little gathers to keep everything in place. And then, of course, we want to glue under each of these little scallops. Go, and then a nice bit of glue right there. Okay. I do like that. And then we're going to glue this down. So in the meantime, let's not forget about these little pieces. So I think because we're going to cover the inside, I want to make sure that I cover this with paper. And then the last thing I'll do is attach these to 2 corners on the outer edge on the front, and then we'll also do on the back. And let's talk about what we're going to do here. I keep forgetting now, we need to attach this as well. And then we're going to do our little tassel. Okay, I'm going to put that there. And then the rest, I think you just kind of glue as we go. Okay, so far no burns. Good. All right, now we've also got some little vintage buttons. I think those would be just cute. I've got this one. I've got glue all over my hands. This one's unusual. It's got this little sort of cone on the back, which made it kind of stick up a little bit more. This one has some really beautiful swirls, and this tiny one. I like the idea of using 3, so we're just going to think about that. And then to attach our little tassel, we have these little tiny pins. And I think how fun to just use one of these kind of right there. So the first thing is I'm going to tie a knot on this. Just like that. And then we're just going to put this just through a little bit of that. I've also got this little length of the gingham, and I'm going to tie the ends of these. Just put a little overhand knot on the end of each. Like that. Like that. And then I don't want to have those even, I'll have them sort of staggered like that. Okay, that's pretty cute. And then maybe we'll put a little bit more of this lace on there. I have some more of that. It's down here somewhere. Okay. I think this would be really pretty. All right, so then we're just going to attach this right near the top here. I hope this pin is going to be big enough. Yeah, that works. And then you guys, I have this little pack of cute little charms. It's a little ruler and little scissors. And I've had these in my stash for a long time too, and it's just time to use them. And then I could attach it right here, kind of amongst this. What if we just did that? What if we just tied that right there? I think that would be really cute. Sort of like building our little tassel, adding to that. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. All right, so we're going to take a break for a minute. While we do that, I wanted to remind you guys how I am going to be giving away this little journal. So stick around to the end. You'll learn more information about that. But yeah, we choose a winner, and then it's announced in next week's video. So stick around. All right, so front cover finished, their cute little tassel, and then the inside and the back I've covered with just torn out pieces of book pages, and then I basically just used the straight edges here, inked the torn edges. So here's the straight edge with the torn edge over here on the bottom piece, and then the top piece has the torn edge here. Just inked it with a little bit of black ink. And then I thought we would also do a little tuck spot on the inside here. So here I've got a half sheet, torn that edge, inked it, and we're only going to glue that just on 3 sides. Just like that. More ink there, and then that is a pretty little spot to put a little bookmark. And for this bookmark, it's just a 2.5 inch wide strip of white cardstock, and then I just put a little scrap of book page there, and then used my 3-in-1 tag punch, which I got at Hobby Lobby. Just tucked that in there and it just made that nice curved edge. And then inked the edges and then used my little old lace doily stencil with that same black ink, just doing it really lightly so it's kind of a gray look. And then I got this set of postmark stamps from Temu, and I'll link that down below if that's still available. And I just did a little darker black ink right there. So that can just go right there. All right, so the back is just covered with the book pages. And then I decided not to use this little extra strip of lace on the back. I thought it would probably get pretty dirty if it was just laying on, you know, surfaces. So I decided to wait and just use that on something else. So I just used the book page and then I added the lace trims there. All right, so let's talk about what to do on the inside of these pages. Oh wait, first we're gonna add those little corners. I'm really excited about these. I haven't used these before. All right, so now that we've got everything on the inside done, I'm just gonna put those right there. And then this is really soft metal. So once you get everything aligned, you're just gonna push it like that. And that's really sturdy. I suppose you could put a little bit of glue there if you desired. So I'm gonna try it without glue and see how sturdy that is. Just really, you're pinching them good. Nope, that's not going anywhere. All right, and then what I particularly like is it's the same metal as that charm. That was just a happy accident. Okay. And that one, I think I got like, I don't know, like quite a few, like 12 in there. And they were just a couple bucks. You know, I feel like that's needing some glue because this is a thinner page. It doesn't have all the fabric in it like the other one did. So let's see how this works. Just need something to give it a little grab. Let's do this one as well. Okay. So yeah, these corners, these metal corners, I think just really elevate the whole Dollar Tree journal notebook even farther. All right, so let's talk about the insides of these pages. Now, in the past, I've taken little fold over rectangles and just made little tabs for sections, but I wanted to do something different this time. So I'm taking my little stencil, just a little black or gray ink. I'm gonna just do this right around the edges and the center. And that's what we're gonna get there. Gotta get rid of some stuff on my desk here. And then I'm just using, this is the black Memento ink that I'm using for everything tonight. And then we could just do a little postage right there. And there's other ones we could use as well. This little cancellation stamp is cool. There you go. And you could do that on maybe, you know, every few pages. You wouldn't have to do every one. So I'll do some more. And then this one is done. That is a wrap, you guys. So let me tell you about how we're going to give this away. So if you're new to my channel, how this works is I make projects and then you guys like, comment, and are a subscriber. And then we're going to wait about 5 days and 7 days. And then we pick someone, one of those comments, and then we put the winner their information and we now announce it in next week's video. And it's hard to miss. It's congratulations, and then it uses your YouTube username. And then you just follow the instructions to claim your prize, and I will send this to you in some happy mail. I'm really happy to do this journal and to give it to somebody. I really enjoy doing that. I don't want all these things hanging around here. I love to share them with my subscriber friends. Thanks for joining me today, you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.